Hello.
It's all about Ghanaian languages. It's all about Ghanaian languages. It's all about Ghanaian languages.
Hello, and welcome once again to this channel. And I'm still at Takrady. Well, I'll be leaving here soon. And today we are going to talk about the languages spoken in Ghana. This question I was asked some time back, and I was like, okay, today since I'm here, and let me just do this video. Alright, so the languages of Ghana. So let me start from somewhere, then I'll know where to end, because I just have to see how best to explain it. And this is going to be an introductory video. After this introductory video, there will be a second part to this video where I will interview the lady who asked the question, that's Maololo. And as and when more questions come, then I'll be giving more answers. But if you want the total list of languages spoken in Ghana, you will see my blog on the screen. The total list of languages spoken in Ghana is on that blog, so you can just search historicalhuniah.blogspot.com. When you are there, just write list of languages spoken in Ghana. You'll get a total list, and anything about Ghanaian languages is on that blog. And then again, kindly pardon any background noise, since I'm in a hotel, so kindly pardon any, because obviously there are guests around, so kindly pardon any background noise. All right, so that blog has lots of language materials there where you can learn a lot. Also, my book Know Ghana Better is still up for sale, which documents all the languages in Ghana, the language tribes, their histories, their migration routes, everything about those people, and a whole lot more. Okay, now if you're in the UK, if you let me know via my WhatsApp number, automatically I would give it to Ignatius and he will deliver it to you within 24 hours. If you're in Ghana too, it is fast delivery. You request for it and the dispatch rider brings it to you. But if you're in a different country, then the best one to request is the soft copy. Otherwise, if you want the hard copy, you would have to wait for some time as it will be posted to you. Alright, so let's begin. How many languages are spoken in Ghana, or the language of Ghana? First of all, we have 9 language groups in Ghana. We have the Ga-Dangme languages, the Akan languages, the Gur languages, the Ghana-Togo Mountain Languages, the Senufo languages. Now, the Gur languages in general, we can break them down as the Gurma languages. So we have 5 now. The Dagbon languages 6, and the Gurunsi languages 7. I don't know if I've mentioned the Ewe group of languages, but that should be 8. Okay. Yeah. Because there are 9, so I don't know if I've mentioned. Yeah. Alright, so let's break them down. So we have 16 regions in Ghana. And the 16 regions in Ghana, it doesn't mean that there are different people. One language group can find itself in 2 regions. So there are 16 regions in Ghana, but basically they help in ethnicity differentiation or ethnicity distinction. So let's first begin with the Ga-Dangme languages, which are spoken in the Greater Accra region. So the Ga-Dangme languages are closely related languages. They are mainly 2 languages, the Ga language and the Dangme language. But the Ga language has dialects. Likewise, the Dangme language also has its own dialects. Then we have the Ewe languages. The Ewe languages are spoken in the Volta region of Ghana as well as Togo, mostly southern Togo. Yeah. And the reason why I say Ewe language because it's not just one language, there are dialects. So even southern Ewe, we have the Tong dialects, the Bogame dialect. It keeps changing till you get to Hohoi, that is northern Volta. And then we have the Ghana-Togo Mountain Languages. Okay, and I think there are 8 languages in number. That is the Nyagbo language, also known as Tuturugbo. Yeah, Nyagbo is Tuturugbo. Then we have the Tafi, which is also known as Tegbo. Then we have the Avatime, which is known as Siase. Then we have the Santro Kofi, and they speak the Sele language. And we have the Bore, they speak the Tuwuli language. Tuwuli. Then we have Akpafu, they speak the Siwu language. Akpafu and Lolobi, they speak Siwu. But Akpafu Siwu is a little different from Lolobi Siwu. So we've counted 6. Then we have the Akboso. So Akboso, they extend to Togo. They also speak the Ikboso language. Then we have the Logba, they speak the Ikpana language. And the Adele people, as far as in Kwanta, they also speak the Gidre language. So we have 9 of them. But then we have some GTMs also in Togo. Then we have some group of them. For now, I can't remember them. When I remember their name, I'll mention it. I'll check them in, but for now, I've forgotten their names. We have one group I've been studying. The language is a little. It has this K name. So that's Ghana-Togo Mountain Languages, or GTM languages for short. So we've named 3. Let's come to the Akan languages. Yeah, the reason I say Akan languages is there are also a group of languages. So we have the tree languages, the Fanti. With the tree itself, we have the Wasa tree, Asante tree, Bono tree, Ahafo tree or Asante tree, Tapa tree, and goes on and on and on. Then we have the Guan languages. Guan. And the Guan languages, the reason we use Guan languages, they are different. And Guans are scattered across Ghana, Togo, Benin, and Ivory Coast. So based on where they are, they identify themselves as those people, as part of those people. So for example, in the book Know Ghana Better, and per my research and knowledge, I realized that we have 4 groups of Guan people. We have the Ga Akan related Guans. They have the relationship with the Ga people. They also believe to be Akans, and they also believe to be Guans. So they say themselves to be Ga Akan Guan. So I call them the Ga Akan related Guans. So those are the Awutus and the Efutus. Because when they get to the Awutu land, they behave like the Gans. They have the Akumasi festival, which is just like Homowo. They dress white, their kinship and everything. Even the Gans have brought a whole lot from them. So they live with the Gans. And when they are mentioning the Gans states, they identify themselves as Gans. At the same time, too, they also identify themselves as Fantis. So, but the Awutus would mainly see themselves as more Gan than Fanti. But they still believe they are in between. The same as the Efutus of Senya, they also have lots of Gan culture in their stuff. So the Ga Akan Guan, the Ga Akan related Guans. Okay, but the people of Winneba see themselves as more Akan than Ga. But yes, still, because Winneba is still a Futu, we will just see themselves as we will just categorize them as Ga Akan related Guan people. Then we have the Akan related Guans. These people are Guans, alright, but they don't see themselves as Guan. They see themselves as Akans. They speak the Guan language, but at sometimes they see themselves as Akans. But some elements of their language and culture, then the Guan comes out. So they fall. So that's why I call them the Akan related Guans. And as usual, we know them: the Enzimes, Ahantes, the Anyi, the Baule and Co. Akan related Guans. Then we have the Oti Guans, or the Ewe Akan related Guans. So you can call them Oti Guans or Ewe Akan related Guans. This Guan group sometimes say they ought to be Ewes. Sometimes they say no, we are not Ewes, we are Otis. And those are the Likpe people and the Buem. These two groups, Likpe and Buem, they are Ewe Akan. But now we have some Guans called Inchumbulu. Inchumbulus, Naris. They have this Arabic Hausa blend effect in them. So we call them the Northern Guans. And they include the Nari, Achode, Anyanga, Semere. You can call the Semere also Fodo. The Gonjes, the Dompo de Clan, the Jain, the Kitekriachi, Inchumbulu, the Riasi, the Bassa. Okay, this group of people. Yeah, so we have 4 group of the Guans. Now let's move to the Senufo, making our count 6 group of language. We have the Senufo. They are Mandays in Ghana, but then because of their location in the Bono and Ahafo regions, now even their accents, they've borrowed the Akan accent in speaking. So many people think they are Guans, but they're not Guans, although they speak with the Akan accent, because Guan languages mostly have the Akan accent, but they're not necessarily. We have the Chakosi also. They are in between Northern Guans and Akan related Guans. They're not necessarily Akan related, they're not necessarily Northern Guan, because Chakosi are actually Enyins who migrated to the north. And now the Chakosi language looks like Gonja, but then they are Enyins, and Enyins are Akan related Guans. So Chakosi is a special case we'll get to. And you know, most Guans they speak with the Akan accent, but there are some few Guans who don't speak with the Akan accent. That's the Chakosi and the Northern Guans. They don't speak with the Nkunya also doesn't speak with the Akan accent. Likewise, the Buem and Likpe. But Buems, there are dialects. There's a dialect that speaks like the Akans, and some dialect doesn't speak like the Akans. So it's dialectical. When you get to the Ga Akan and then the Akan related Guans, they all speak with the Akan. When they are speaking from afar, you think it's Akan. You get to feel like it's different. But the Chakosi are the only Akan related Guans whose accents are different. They speak like the Gonjes, and Chakosi looks more like Gonja. Okay, but the Mandays, they sound Akan. So the Mandays include the Kulango or the Bedu, the Ligbi, okay, the Ligbi or the Banda people. Some people also call the Ligbi as Indrila, or the Ivorians who call them Jula. Jula, but in Ghana we call them the Indria. So from Jula, then we've Akan to Indria, and then we have this Wangara people over there. When they speak, it sounds Akan, but it has got nothing to do with Akan. Likewise, Nafara. Nafara also has 2 dialects, Pantera and Infantera. It sounds very Akan, but they are not. They are Mandays from Mali who migrated to Ghana, and with time, they've adopted the Akan accent. So we've counted 6. Then we have the last 3 to go. That's the Gur languages, and we have the Gurma. The Gurma people are ethnically different from the Gurunsi and then the Mole Dagbon. The Mole Dagbons are those found within the Mole Dagbon areas. They are descendants of Nagbewa. So that's why we call them Mole Dagbon. They include the Dagombes or the Dagbons. And the Dagombes, you have the Nayale. Nayale is Dagbanli, but a dialect a little different. Nayale is a little different from Dagbanli, but it looks similar, but it's different. We have the Hanga. It's also Mole Dagbon. It's spoken the Gonja lands close to Vagla. And yeah, they are also very different. Yeah, and there's also Kamara, the Kamara language. And the Kamara language is spoken around the Larabanga areas. And then, but those are just dialects. Kamara sounds like a mix of Mamprusi, Gonja, and Arabic. Yeah, because when you get to Larabanga, and most Kamares, it's like they can understand Dagbon and Mamprusi, all of them, because it's a very unique dialect on this one, based on old Mamprusi. Okay. So let's get to the mainstream Dagbon languages. We have the main ones, that is Kusal, spoken by the Kusasi people. And even the Kusasi, they have the Agole and then the Tonde dialect. Then we have the Mamprusi itself. Then we have the Nanumli, spoken by the Nanumba people. The Dagbanli, then the Nayale. And then from Mamprusi, we got the Kamara dialects, the Hanga from Dagbanli, yeah. But then these are not only that, there are lots of dialects within. Then we have the Gurunsi languages. They are brothers to the Dagbons. Those around the Mole and the Dagbon. So the Kamara Hanga, they are around the Mole areas. That's how we say Mole Dagbon languages. Then the Gurunsi languages, that it means they speak Guruni related languages. Okay, Guruni related. That's what we call them the Gurunsi. In the Dagomba or in the Gur languages, Si means people. Si means people. Then the Li or the Ni means language. So Gurunsi, Gurun people. Then Guruni, Gurun language. But Dagomba will say maybe Dagban language, Mamprusi, Mampruli. You get it. The C will mean people, and the Li will mean the language. Now, Gurunsi languages are a little different from the Moli Dagbon languages, although they are closely related. That's why we call them the Gur languages. But sometimes we just want to separate. So we have the Talensi, and they speak the Talni. So most people call the Gurunsi people as Fra. So those are the Fra languages, and they are different. Fra is not just one language, or Guruni is just one language. You have the Talensi, this is the Talni. So Talensi will tell you they are Fra. When you ask them which of the Fra language, then they will tell you Talni. Then we have the Gurunsi. We have those who will tell you they are speaking Guruni proper. Okay. Then we have these Nabdams. They also are Fra, but then they call that Fra Nabit. They have these consonant stops, Nabit. Yeah. Then we have this Nankana people, and this is the Nankane language. Then we move to the Gurma. The Gurma, we call them, they are a group of people, but we have maybe Northern Gurma and then Southern Gurma, then Eastern Gurma and Northern Gurma. They seem to have migrated from Burkina Faso, so we call them Gurma. And mostly they include the Sisala. So even the Gurma, okay, let me help. The Gurma itself, we have the Sisala languages and then the non-Sisala languages. This should help. So the Sisala languages of the Gurma include the Sisala languages. That's the Pasal and Co. Then you come down to Chakali, Tempelma. Yeah, Tempelma. Some people call them Tampruma, but it's Tempelma. And then we have these Safalba people. They also speak Sisala-like languages. So Sisala is not just one language. Safalba, Tempelma, Chakali, Sisala, they look closely related. But then the Sisala are in the Upper West region. Then you have to come a little bit miles down, like maybe 10 miles. Then you meet the Tempelma and Chakali. Then you come like 50 miles down, then you will meet the Safalba people, and still the language still looks like the Sisala. And then when you come down, like maybe another like 100 miles or so, then you meet the Moho people around Kintampo in the Bono, that is in the Akan land. They call themselves Mo, but still they speak Sisala. But they've mixed up their Mo with Akan, so it sounds Guan, but it's not Guan, it's actually Sisala. I hope you get it. language. So we are going to understand it deeper. Like this is just an introductory video. Then we move on to the Oti region. We have a group of people called the Chala. They are around the Nari areas, Pandai. They live with the Guans, but they're not Guans. They're also speaking Gurma. And then we have the Entrobo people around a place called Breweniase. They also have Akan in their tomb, but they're actually Sisala. The Sisales who migrated down to the Mo areas, then came there. So they call the language Dek. They have these consonant stops, Dek or Delo and all those things. No, Dek is Mo, sorry. But Introbo speaks Delo. And then we have the Cabre getting to Togo. Cabre, Loso, and Co. They are all Gurma, but they are located in Togo. Then we have these interesting people, Kotokoli. They are also Gurma, and they are also close to the Introbo people. But then the Kotokoli language has some Dagbon elements in it via Frafra, yeah. Okay. Then we have these Bimoba people. They're also Gurma, but they are located in the Mole Dagbon areas. That's close to the Mamprili people. So they've borrowed lots of Mamprili words into the language. So it's let's say it's in between. It's partially Gurma, it's partially Dagbon. That's how we call it. What's the name? Eastern Gurma. So I said Northern Gurma, Southern Gurma, Eastern Gurma, and the Western Gurma. So Bimoba and Kokomba, they are Eastern Gurma. And Kokomba itself has dialects. You have the Likpakpan, Kukpakpan, Bikpakpan, and a whole lot of dialects. There are about 11 dialects of them. I don't want to go there. Kokomba is another very tough language. But Bimoba is a very interesting language. They have lots of they have developed consonant stops and is very strong in their language. Kusal has consonant stops, like Kusal will call goats as book. They have this gym book. Ghanaian languages in general do not have these consonant stops. They all end with vowels. The Southern language, only Fanti that has this LL stop. So because the Futus are close to the Fanti, they've also borrowed it. So maybe the Futus will say infal. Okay, infal and those things. Maafuna, Atwen. Okay, yeah, that's a Futu. And so it's only LL stops that you can L and N that you can only find in Fanti, but you can't find hard consonants like G, K, but you get them in Bimoba, yeah. And the Bimoba people they call the language as Moab. So if maybe Mojoa, yeah. Bimoba has these consonant stops and it's very interesting. So you can hear them saying bat. You can feel the T. Bat, tick, dark is market. Inside dark, I'm going to the market. What? Ningmia tapak. You like Ningmia tapak and all those things. And then it's also in Kusal, but Kusal they try to hide their consonant pronunciations. So maybe book is a little soft. Book, you will hear it, but it's a little soft. So when they're speaking fast, you don't hear it. But Bimoba is very clear in it. Very, very clear Bimoba. Then what's the name? The Moors also have it. The good language they have it, but Bimoba is very strong in Bimoba, and then Nabet, that's spoken by the Nab dams, very strong. And when you check those that they are strong there, they are all close to the Bimoba areas. So Bimoba, Kokomba, Kusasi, Nab dams, Talensis, they have these consonant endings. So that should tell you that language contact, okay, when languages are in contact, they affect each other. So let's talk about language. What's language contact? Language contact is when two different languages are close to themselves or are mixed up and manage to influence each other. So for example, Ifutu and Fanti. Ifutu is Guan. Ifutu doesn't have consonant stops, but Fanti has these consonant stops. And somehow Fanti affected Ifutu with this consonant structure, but it didn't affect Awutu. Awutus are also Ifutus, but Awutus are rather picking from Ga. So Awutus is something like Agbo, which is big, just like the Gas. So maybe big pepper. Awutus will say Ejura Agbo, but the Ifutus will not say Ejura Agbo. Ifutus will say Impreba Lapa. You get it? Yeah. So because of the fancy stops, Adin, because of the fancy stops, Adin and D and all those things, it has also affected Efutu, but then it didn't really affect Awutu. So Awutu has more contact with Ga than Efutu. So you see language contact. Awutu and Efutu is the same language, but due to contact, one is looking a little different from the other. When you check Ahanta is in contact with Fanti. Although Ahanta is an Akan related Guan like Nzima or Anyi, but Ahanta looks more fancy. So Ahanta will say come as Brake, come here. Then Nzimas also say Blake. Nzimas also, instead of them using the R, they use the L because originally the original language over there is Anyi, which is Ba, just like all the Guans. So all the Guans will say Ba. It needs to also say Ba. But then because the Ahantes and the what's the name, the Zimas are very close, the Ahantes will use Bra, which is the actual Fanti. But the Zimas will change this a little bit to Bla. So Ahantes will say Brake, the Zimas will say Blake. Okay, Ahantes will say Kokene, the Zimas will also say Kokene, and all those things. But when you check Ahanta and Nzima, Ahanta has more fancy, sounds more Akan. Okay, yeah. Maybe Ahanta, yesterday one lady taught me Ahia Sena, how much Sena, which is a fancy saying. But then the Nzimas will say Eze. And then the Anyins will go back to Guan, which is Inye. And Guan always sounds like Ga. So the Gans also say Enye. And then the Efutu also say Ene. So you see Inye, Ene, Enye. All Guans will move in that direction. Like maybe visitor. The one community, the Futu will say Ofo. The Chepon will say Afwe. Then the Enyes will say Wofwe. Yeah, they used to say Wofwe. I've forgotten it. But then the Nzimes and then the Ahantes, they will change it. So they'll say Evro. So you see it as change a bit Evro. You know, it doesn't look like the F-way, but at least it has this vin stuff, yeah. And then the Nzimes have taken their language a little bit further. They have what we call palatalization. So maybe past in Nzima will be saying, but come and pass, don't say basen, don't say bazen. Okay, now the S will change to Z. Maybe da, which is sleep. Then I'm sleeping, and then they'll say like, maybe I slept, Mela. Then the D will change to L. Okay, D then to change to L. They'll just look for a sound that is close in the consonant. Then they'll change like that effect. All right. So all Ghanaian languages can be grouped into 3 wider language families. What do I mean? In Africa, we have the Niger-Congo languages A and B. The Khoisan language or the Khoisan languages, the Nilo-Saharan languages, the Afro-Asiatic languages, the Chadic languages, and all that. So Ghana is, all the Ghanaian languages are Niger-Congo languages. I think only Hausa is different. Hausa is not part. Hausa is Afro-Asiatic. So we'll take Hausa out. But Hausa is spoken in Ghana. Just like Fufu Day, or spoken by the people of Fulani. Yeah. And on the Niger-Congo, when you get here, we have the southern Ghanaians. They speak the Kwa language, and the northern Ghanaians are speaking the Voltaic languages of the north. But then the Ghana one, we can group them into the Gurma, and then the, what's the name? the Gurma, Mole Dagbon, and then the Gurunsi. 3. But together with the Burkina Faso languages, they are just one group of language are called the Voltaic language, but you can break them down to Mole Dagbon, Gurunsi, Gurma. That is for only Ghana. When you get to Burkina Faso, you can also further break them down. But you're looking at Ghana. But what I meant to mean is Burkina Faso and Northern Ghana, that's all the Voltaic languages. But then for only Ghana, you can break it down into 3. And now when it comes to the Kwa languages, you can also break them down into the Ga-Dangme languages, the Tano languages, and Tano is Akan and Guan. So Akan and Guan, we can say, have the same ancestor. That's why Akan and Guan languages speak almost the same languages, but we can group them. So we have Tano languages, then we have two families, the Akan family and then the Guan family. Then even the Guan, you break down the Akan, you get its differences. And then we have the Gbi languages. And the Gbi languages are also known as the Ewe languages. And they extend up to as far as Benin, Ghana, Togo, and Benin. They speak the Gbi languages because Ewe keeps changing up to Benin. That's Fongbe, Gungbe, Gengbe, Huegbe, and all those languages. This is just a short introduction. There's more to this. If you have any question, kindly do what to drop it in the comment box below. And like I told you earlier, check my blog to historical Huniah, and just search. There's a search bar, list of language spoken in Ghana, and trust me, I have the total list there. If you want to know more, my book Know Ghana Better is available, and you can easily learn more. It's also serves as a tourist guide. So if you want to travel around Ghana and you want a guide, something to read, to have a fair idea, they know where to go, where not to go, the book Know Ghana Better does that job easily. Contact me from the contacts rolling on the screen, or by email, any of them. You can also follow me on Facebook, where I also render teachings and stuff over there. So I will pause for now. Part 2 of this video will be coming shortly. And with that much, I say thank you very, very much. If you have any questions, drop it to inspire me to come up with more videos.
It's Genesis on the beat.